Somebody else who was there said, "Oh, are you trying to say my friend slept her way to the top?" That is not possibly true.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reality Girl and this is the African Housewives Select Show. Today I'm going to do a recap of the Real Housewives of Durban season 3 episode 9. Just before I go on, you see that subscribe button on the screen by your right? Please go on and touch that button for me. Please do me a favor, do that for me, okay? Go ahead and like this video also. If you have the same opinions as mine or do you have a different opinion, go ahead and tell me in the comment section, okay? I look forward to hearing from you. Also, follow me on other social media platforms, okay? I'm counting on your support. Thank you so much. This episode started right where we left off. Now, Sorisha was the one talking, okay? Sorisha said, well, she pulled Sane for a conversation the other day just because she wanted to hear Sane talk, without being interrupted and without so many breaks. She felt Sane was not having her chance to tell her story really well. I had my own reservations about that because I feel that Sorisha is all of a sudden letting Sane off just because she thinks other ladies have said worse things. I don't know where that is coming from. I think it's really very premature, but that's by the way. Now, Sorisha is relaying to the group, especially to Nonku, what Sane told her. Sane said she said those things, but not particularly in that manner. She said things like, Annie worked with the guru in the club, Annie did this, Annie did that. It didn't necessarily say Annie slept her way to the top. But when she was saying these things, someone amongst them, which definitely means either Nonku or Jojo, said, so are you telling me my friend slept her way to the top? And of course, we know that this is a lie. I can't even imagine being Nonku right now. Nonku was like, so you came to Maria's event, I came to apologize. If you didn't really say these things, why are you apologizing for them? She said, oh, I've been apologizing. In fact, you can call me Apologize now. My new name is Apologize because that's the only thing I've been doing in this group. I'm not even going to be apologizing anymore. If someone else said this, it might actually sound a little bit funny, but it was not funny at all. I don't know why some of the other ladies were laughing. While this lady was talking, she was telling Nonku, you just have to understand that Jojo, your friend, she's a gaslighter. She gaslights people and she's doing these things and you don't even see it. Slee was in one corner. She was like, oh, child, preach. Oh, Jesus, thank you, Lord. I'm sure she felt vindicated at that moment, but I'm not sure that this was the time to do all that. I thought she has had this conversation with Nonku to let bygones be bygones, all right? Because her saying all that will be infuriating Nonku, but it was funny. There was a lot of back and forth. She lied. Oh, I'm not lying. But I do not understand why Sane is she pulling people into her conversation with Nonku. She kept saying, oh, Slee said this yesterday. Maria believes this and whatnot. And Nonku was like, yes, you, Maria, you said Jojo is your friend, but you don't even stand up for her. Maria is like, okay, first of all, she was not even there when it happened. She's just listening. And I feel like that's what she should have done. Why would she be standing up for something she doesn't even know about? Yes, Jojo is a friend. But what she's also saying is that in this friend circle, she has seen a different side to Jojo. So it's only right for her to watch. Okay, not say anything. She's not saying anything to support Sane, but she's not also going to say anything to support Jojo. Nonku expecting the same undying loyalty from everyone, which I don't even think is loyalty, but whatever. Her expecting the same attitude from everyone is a bit unrealistic if you ask me. Maria said, well, everybody here agrees that Jojo is different when she's with you. Nonku said, so you're saying that I'm the bad person. Nonku was like, okay, you too, you're also different. You're a different person when you're around me because all this bad weak talk that Maria has been having with other people, she has never had it with Nonku. Nonku said whenever she's around her, she smells in her face and all that. She has never for one day said, you know what, let me just tell you how I feel about you and my friend Jojo. When they were having this conversation, she called her an evil witch. I was wondering where that was coming from because I don't understand. It just felt like a little bit of a gang up there just because everybody was talking almost at the same time. And there's this thing that happened at the table a lot of times, Nonku finds it a little bit difficult to put her words together. So by the time she is trying to express her train of thoughts, somebody will always cut in. So a lot of times we saw Nonku saying something and mid-sentence, somebody will just cut through it. And then she will lose that train of thoughts. Anyway, she was in her confessional. Now she feels a little bit of what Jesus felt when everybody was shouting, crucify him, crucify him. Now, don't you think that's a little bit dramatic? You don't know what Jesus felt, okay? she felt ganged upon. And it's okay for her to feel like that anyway, because it looked like everybody was on Sunny's side. Yeah, so it was getting so much for Nonku. She said, okay, she would no longer sit here and listen to all the BS that they are all saying about her friend. So she might just as well excuse herself. She stood up from the table and she left. Dinner was done for Nonku. I'm sure the other ladies went on after she left. Well, she stood up for herself. She stood up for her friend. Annie and her gorgeous sister went shopping, okay? And Annie was just filling her in on all the things that have happened in the group. You know, all of that gist. And when she was telling her stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is too much. This is getting toxic. It's more like coming like a gangster thing. Like, so they agreed that it's getting toxic amongst the group. I don't know what she needs those clothes for, but yeah, okay. Next scene, Nonku was in her home and Sorisha came to meet her. She said after all those things that happened that night, when she was thinking about it, she felt, let her speak to Sorisha. She feels like in the group, Sorisha is like the voice of reason, so to say, but she, I can already tell from their interaction that a lot of things have changed, okay? Sorisha, for one, is not the person she used to be in the past seasons. We're beginning to see a different side to Sorisha. I will not necessarily say that it is a bad thing. Yeah, Nonku was telling her that night she actually felt like she walked into a trap. She felt like the other ladies were there just to, gang up on her. Even Slee was saying, preach, preach, Jesus, thank you. So all of those things put together made her feel like she just walked into a trap. And Sorisha was like, everybody expects her to be the mediator or to be the, voice of reason every time that they have issues. She also is a human being, like she has her own opinions and vibe and whatnot. So she can't always be the mediator in every situation, But this season, actually, we are seeing more of the other side of Sorisha than the side that we are all used to, okay? Nonku repeated the whole feeling the way Jesus felt when he was about to be crucified. And I still don't know what that means, but okay. Sorisha said, you know what?
He said, fear not, because they know not what they do.
Which I don't know where they got those quotes from, but that's fine. Okay. But Sorisha was like, you know what your problem is? When Nonku decides to call somebody a friend, she can be so loyal, like she can be so blinded. I think blinded would be the word. She can be so blinded by the person's faults, like everything the person does is right. And trust me, I love that kind of friends, but they don't always tell you the truth because they never see it when you do something wrong. And that's what Sorisha was trying to say. Like, Nonku said, well, that the truth is she is so close with Jojo now. Their friendship is so tight. They can't stand it, okay? It probably thinks that everybody is jealous of her friendship with Jojo, but I don't think the ladies can be bothered with that. At the end of the day, Nonku feels like Sorisha has changed. She feels like she might not be able to trust her. Moving forward, Slee went somewhere with her sister to pick up, some pieces for her interior decorating job. And her sister was like, okay, so tell me, how is your new man? She was like, yeah, just blushing like a little child in a toy shop. So like, yes, I have a new man now. I'm in a relationship. She said she's in love and I'm happy that she's in love. I'm really very happy for her, especially after what she's been through with her ex. So no one deserves to go through that. Yeah. She said she's just exploring her new relationship, trying to, get them to understand themselves a little bit more before she opens up, to her children about the relationship. And a little bit different from what we saw with the other. Okay, but that is good. So yeah, she received the call from Mbali. Finally, Mbali shows up, okay? Mbali has been missing in action all this while. So finally, and Mbali was like, can I come visit you at home? And Slee said, yes, that's good. Let's catch up. You've been away for a while. She was like, she's somewhere. I don't know where she is, but she's seeing someone that looks like Maria. In fact, she's so sure that person is Maria. But Maria is hiding from her. Why would Maria be hiding from you anyway? Where are you guys? She said she's so sure it's Maria because she has seen the lips. Moving forward, the ladies went for a kickboxing thing. They said it was Calvin that invited them for a kickboxing event. Was it like an MMA? Yeah, sorry, an MMA fighting event. They were supposed to meet with their fighters and train. I don't really understand what this event is about yet. They've met with their fighters. Sorisha, Slee, and Annie were in a different group. Maria and I don't know who else is in Maria's group yet, but Rue and Maria were there. Rue, how is it that Slee can pack a punch more than you? Like, even Sorisha can kick better than Rue. Really, lady? Slee said she was not sure she was going to be going for that event because, especially after Jojo tried to ruin her character I'm like, what did Jojo do again? Okay, yeah, so Jojo said that about flirting with her husband or whatnot, whatever. Also, because the other ladies will also be coming with their husbands. And when Annie was like, don't worry, my husband doesn't have to come. I'm like, your husband doesn't even come. Like, we hardly even see these husbands. We only see Calvin. That's the only husband that we know right now. And RD. We hardly see Daguru and V. His husbands are barely available. So, guys are not giving up much. But okay. But all the ladies were wondering, will Jojo be there for the event? Because actually it's her husband's event. And they're all wondering it will look odd. But yeah, let's see. Listen, this lesson, I don't even know how to start. Okay, so yeah, Mabusi. Oh, sorry, not Mabusi. Mbali. Actually, those names sound alike. Now that I think about it, Mbali came to visit Slee. Okay, came with a bottle of wine, A2B wine. A2B wine is Nonku's wine. He was like, Bali, it's been a while. And I'm like, seriously, it's been a long time now. I didn't even know it's been so long because he was like, okay, let's catch up on things. Let me gist you the things that have been happening since you were away. Nonku and I have not been getting along. So we had like a sit down. She said, what? You've not been getting along with Nonku since when? Hey, God. Slee said, oh my God, you've not been around for that long. We didn't miss her because actually she wasn't really bringing anything. Okay. I guess Slee was just filling her in. Slee also decided to add that Nonku said that Mbali gave her Mabusi vibes in the beginning before she got to meet her. Now I understand why Mbali has been away. I think she has been taking some lessons, okay? She has been taking lessons on how to be a real housewife. She has been watching other Real Housewives franchises. She has been learning how to give shades. She has been learning how to read. What? Hold up. Who is this new girl? Who is this person? There's no name that she didn't call Nonku. Said that alcoholic, she sleeps and wakes up with alcohol. How dare she say that I give her Mabusi vibes? She kept saying, what is Mabusi vibes? Now, as much as I would like to pretend that I don't know what Mabusi vibes is, I know you know. I feel like it's not enough for the level of vitriol that this lady spilled against Nonku. She says she's an instigator, she's a manipulator, she's an alcoholic, oh my God. And she said at least she sleeps well at night because she's not an alcoholic and she's not sleeping beside the jail bed. She said she gossips a lot, got so angry she took her wine. In fact, she took the whole bottle of wine and the one that Slee was drinking, she poured it away. She said that wine was horrible anyway. It tastes very horrible. I was only trying to support her. Please bring back the map. Please bring back the old Mbali. I was flabbergasted, okay? Now, she mentioned something, very small something that I almost missed. But she said something in her confessional after she left Slee's house. She said she needed to leave because she felt even Slee was trying to make a fool out of her. I think we'll get to find out the true meaning of what she said. I can tell that Slee has acted, the part of a shit stirrer right now. Maybe that's what she means. I don't know. Moving forward, it's the D-Day, it's the fight day. Some of the ladies came in with their men, like Maria and Nonku, okay? Mbali came in, she was seated already. By the time Nonku came in with her man, Nonku went straight to her table to greet her and hi, Mbali. Mbali just, snubbed her. She didn't even look her way. In fact, she didn't even turn, she didn't even turn 1 degree towards Nonku. She didn't even try. Nonku was like, what's the problem? What's the matter? Mbali, I'm talking to you. What's the matter? If you're so pissed, why not confront her? Why would you snub somebody like that? But Nonku went back to her seat and she was telling her man she doesn't even understand what just happened now. She was greeting Mbali and Mbali snubbed her. Meanwhile, Mbali was telling the person she was sitting at the table with, why would Nonku come to greet her after all the things she said about her? The seats were very close, even so she could obviously hear when Nonku was telling her man that she doesn't even understand what just happened. So Mbali just moved. She just needed to move her head a little bit and she was already hearing everything that Nonku was saying. So she said, oh, you mean you don't know why I would not greet you? When you said all you said, you said that I was giving you Mabusi vibes, that I'm not rich, that I'm low class, that I'm beneath you. Or, at this point, I'm like, where is Mbali getting all these other things from? Because maybe did Slee say all these things? We didn't hear all these. Nonku was shocked. Nonku was like, her mouth was like open, wide open. Nonku's man said, "Did you hear what she said? Did you say that?" But Nonku said, "No. Those words never came out of her mouth." She remembers very clearly that she said Mbali gave her Mabusi vibes, and that was actually in the very beginning. She said she knows she said it, that she has even said it like in front of some of the other ladies before. She doesn't know where all these ones are coming from, but listen to what she's saying. She said, "You said she's poor." She said she didn't say that. Her man said, "Well, you should have told her right now that you didn't say that." The other ladies arrived. They all sat on their own table, and everybody was just sitting on their own. Nobody was trying to exchange pleasantries. Nobody was trying to even look at the other person's direction. So Slee was like, what have these other women said to Mbali that will make her not even try to even look at us? After everything that she shared with Mbali the other day, she would expect that maybe when Mbali will see her, Mbali will to her table and greet her and all that. But Mbali didn't do that. Mbali ghosted all of them. Like maybe she greeted Maria or so, but she ghosted every other person. So the fight starts, okay, and the ladies went down to the arena and they were watching the fights, okay, watching it and cheering for their guys. While they were there, Nonku got a call. And it was Jojo. Jojo was calling her. She said, "Guess what, Nonku? I'm outside. I'm here. I'm at the fight." Lady, you're supposed to be there. It's your husband's event. What do you mean by guess what? I'm outside. I'm at the fight. And Nonku was like, "What? I can't believe this. Yes, I'm coming to get you." I'm like, these ladies are crazy, Sha. You're supposed to be there, Jojo. It's your husband's thing. It's your husband's event. Which one is I'm at the fight? Guess what? Where were you supposed to be if not at the fight? Where? Have you subscribed yet? Have you? If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and smack that subscribe button for me. And don't also forget to like this video and let me know what you think in the comment section. I knew that there was no way Jojo was not going to be there. When the ladies were speculating, oh, is she even going to be there? Is she not going to be there? Yeah, what? I was like, that's rubbish. She will be there. Even if they don't show her, she will be there. Anyway, this episode ended right here, okay? Of course, next episode is going to continue from where it stopped. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this recap as much as I did, because I do enjoy giving you these recaps. For now, adios. See you soon. Bye.